Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm sorry my voice is a little scratchy. I am going through an upgrade since we just had the lunar eclipse. So anytime that happens, I go through my own little upgrades. But getting back, let's talk about horse nutrition. So one thing I want to, bring to the forefront is it's so important for our horses to be healthy and happy and to make sure they're getting all the vitamin, minerals, and nutrients that they need to sustain life. Now, of course, we're going to give them the forage, which is the hay. That's number one. Most of our horses' diet should always be forage. Now, whether they're on green pasture or they're having hay, whatever it is, as long as they're getting the right amount that they need to sustain healthy weight. So let's talk about hay, okay? So hay in general, we cannot sit here and say that hay is good for a horse, like in the sense where, you're going to give it 6 flakes a day. It does not work. We have to actually weigh each bale and find out how many flakes that horse needs. And it's all depends on weight. And I know I've done a video about this before. So a horse generally needs 1.5 to 2% of their body weight. So it is so important to weigh the bale because every bale is different. One is more dense than the other. One is differently packed. So it's definitely the best way to find out if they're getting enough forage is to weigh it. You really want to weigh your hay. My horse, needing only 15 pounds a day, like I said, I weighed the bale. And then I weighed the flakes separately to find out how many flakes would actually equal 15 pounds, and that's how I came up with the number of 6 flakes for now, for this shipment of hay. Now let's talk about grain. That's another big one. So right now my horse Tank is only getting 1.5 pounds a day of grain, and that's split up twice a day, obviously. So he gets 11.3 ounces twice a day, making around 1.5 pounds. It's actually a little less, but I'm just rounding up. So when he started getting that, because he has insulin resistance, I started to think to myself, I'm like, wow, is he getting all the vitamins and minerals that he really needs? Is he getting the nutrition that he needs? I do give him certain supplements as it is, but, is he really getting what he needs? Because if they're not, then you're going to want to put your horse on a multivitamin supplement. And you can look into those yourself, and you can contact your vet and have a conversation about that. But horses in general need to get all the vitamins and minerals and nutrients to keep their bodies healthy, just like we would take a vitamin or, for ourselves, a vitamin D, whatever you may take, because, you need healthy bones and you're growing and, you need that energy source and so forth. So, we're getting that through the foods we eat. Horses on the other end, if they're eating hay, they're not getting certain minerals and vitamins because, as we know, once we cut the hay, the longer the hay sits, the more the chance of certain vitamins and minerals just dying off. So with that being said, getting back to the grain, you really have to check the back of your grain bag. You have to sit there, you have to read it, and you have to see what is the requirements for your hay, your grain. So after reading, my horse is on Triple Crown, low starch. After reading the back and the recommended requirements, it said that a 900-pound horse, if they're getting less than 6 pounds a day of feed, then they should be on a multivitamin, okay? Do you know how much 6 pounds of feed is? Think of a large coffee can. Like, let's say you go to like Costco or Target and you go buy like the largest coffee can, like a big chock full of nuts. That's 3 pounds, okay? One coffee can, a large, I'm not talking about the medium, folks. I'm talking about the large one. One coffee can is 3 pounds, and you have to feed that twice a day to your horse. Now, we all know that too much grain is not good for our horses either, because it can cause colic, and they can only have certain amounts of grain a day. And if it's that amount, 6 pounds, I don't know about you, but I'm going to want to spread it out over 3 times a day. And to top it off, my horse is not a high performance horse either, so he really doesn't need that much grain or that much energy, and he's not exerting that much that he needs that. So anyway, it got interesting. I was like, okay, that is interesting. Let me look into that. So there are websites that you can go on, and you can actually put in all your information. And the website is called feedxl.com, and you can put in all your information, and it'll actually spit out for you results telling you what your horse needs, what they lack, and everything. So if you want to do that, there is a free trial. Otherwise, you have to pay for it. I believe, there's one that's like for the month, maybe it's like $10 or $15. I'm not sure. You can really check that out. But anyway, so I didn't decide to do that. I decided to kind of just, investigate things myself. And with that investigation, I called up SmartPak. I picked their brain. And, I contacted my vet, and it turns out that, he's not getting the right amount of vitamins and minerals that he needs. Because like I said, he's not getting fed 6 pounds a day, and he is, he's only getting fed that 1.5 pounds. And to top it off, I actually bought a weight tape, which you can buy online. They're fairly cheap. They're about $7 to $8. And what that is it's actually like a long, oh my goodness, I'm losing my words right now. A long piece of tape that looks like a ribbon that you actually just bring around the horse's stomach area. Goes all the way around as if you had a large girth, and it tells you the number. So it turns out Tink is 850 pounds. So that's 50 pounds less than the recommended amount which he is eating. So it turns out, like I said, you could just see he's not getting all his vitamins and minerals. So it's so important for you to actually pick up your grain bag, look at the recommended amount that each horse is getting. Let me tell you another thing. There was another Triple Crown bag that I actually picked up, and I was just reading the back of it because my horse was on this as well. Another one was it's Triple Crown Senior, which I love because it's for horses that are older. It's for horses that probably don't have the greatest teeth. It's easy to chew. They say it's low in sugar, but the only thing is, if you read the back, it is for performance horses. And the amount of grain also is very, very high. It's also 6 pounds of grain per horse, depending on the weight, like I said, in order to get that nutrient amount of nutrients. That's a lot of grain, 6 pounds. So, most horses are not eating 6 pounds of grain. Most horses I know, I don't think that they're getting 6 pounds of grain. Like I said, that's an awful lot of grain. It's an awful lot of sugar. And we all know that sugar is not good for our horses, and extra weight is not good for our horses. So we really have to be smart in the grain we pick, in the supplements we choose, and just make sure that they're getting the proper nutrition. But like I said, if you're unsure, call up your vet or go to that website, feedxl.com, and they're really there to help. You just plug everything in. You're going to put your horse's weight, you're going to put their age, you're going to put everything in there, and it's going to just spit out a whole bunch of numbers. So when you go to buy your supplements, oh, look at this, I'm low on this one, I'm low on that one, and you can devise a plan that's good for you and your horse. Well, thank you for watching. I like to make these videos because I think it's so important to just I guess treat them like family. You know, that's where I'm at. I think I think about my horse as just as much as I think about my children, and I'm always worried about, you know, my horse's future, and I'm worried about his body, and I'm worried about just keeping him healthy, because you know what we do now reflects in the future. So, like I said, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and please subscribe. Bye bye now.